Before you let another fear settle into your heart, before you believe another lie that says you have been forgotten, listen carefully to my voice. I have drawn you here for a reason. This moment is not an accident. It is not a coincidence. Long before this day arrived, I knew you would need these words. I have watched every tear you tried to hide. I have heard every prayer you whispered when no one else was listening. Even during the nights when silence surrounded you and you wondered if heaven had forgotten your name, I remained beside you. I have never abandoned you. I have never turned my face away from you. I have been working in places your eyes cannot see, preparing blessings that will arrive at the perfect time. Do not mistake my silence for my absence. There are seasons when I work quietly because I am building something greater than you imagined. Just as a seed grows beneath the soil before anyone sees its beauty, I have been growing strength, wisdom, and endurance inside you. Every delay has carried a purpose. Every closed door has protected you from something you did not understand. Every disappointment has prepared your heart for something far greater than what you were asking for. The enemy wants you to believe that your story has reached its end, but I declare that your story is only entering a new chapter. I am writing pages filled with hope, restoration, and peace. What looks impossible to you is completely possible for me. I do not measure circumstances the way people do. I see beyond today's struggle. I see the victory waiting on the other side of your faith. Do not allow fear to become the loudest voice in your life. Fear will always exaggerate your problems and minimize my promises. Instead, choose to remember every time I carried you through a difficult season. Remember the moments when you thought there was no way forward, yet somehow a door opened. Remember the days when you believed you had reached your limit, yet I gave you strength to continue. Those were not accidents. Those were reminders that my hand has always been upon your life. You often ask why certain prayers seem unanswered. Understand this with an open heart. I do not ignore sincere prayers. Sometimes, my greatest answer is protection from what would have harmed you. Sometimes, I delay because I see dangers beyond your understanding. Other times, I prepare people, places, and opportunities before allowing you to step into them. If I gave you everything immediately, you might receive the blessing before you are ready to carry it. I love you too deeply to allow success to become a burden instead of a gift. Today I ask you to release the weight you have been carrying alone. Lay every worry before me. Bring me your confusion, your disappointments, your unanswered questions, and even your hidden fears. I already know them, yet I desire your trust because trust opens your heart to my peace. When you surrender what you cannot control, you make room for me to accomplish what only I can do. My child, stop measuring your future by your present circumstances. Your current situation does not define the destiny I have prepared for you. What surrounds you today is temporary, but my promises remain eternal. Do not speak defeat over your life. Speak hope. Speak faith. Speak life. The words you repeat to yourself shape the direction of your heart. Let your heart agree with my truth instead of your fears. Spend time with me each day, not because I demand perfection, but because I desire relationship. When you quiet your heart, you will begin to recognize my guidance more clearly. I often speak through peace, through wisdom, through scripture, through unexpected kindness, and through quiet moments that the busy world overlooks. Slow down enough to notice my presence. I am closer than you realize. Forgive those who wounded you. I know forgiveness is not easy, but bitterness keeps you tied to yesterday while I'm calling you toward tomorrow. Release the desire for revenge. Place justice in my hands. I see everything that has happened. Nothing has escaped my attention. I am both loving and just, and I will deal with every situation according to perfect wisdom. Your responsibility is not to carry resentment, but to protect your own heart, so it remains open to the joy I am preparing. There will be moments when people misunderstand you. Some will question your faith. Others may walk away because they cannot understand the work I am doing inside you. Do not let rejection convince you that you are unloved. Human approval has never determined your worth. Your value was established by my love, long before anyone formed an opinion about you. Walk confidently in that truth. Look around carefully. Even now, I am placing small signs of my faithfulness before you. A timely conversation, an unexpected opportunity, a moment of peace in the middle of chaos, strength you cannot explain. These are reminders that I am actively working in your life. Learn to recognize the quiet miracles as well as the dramatic ones. Gratitude opens your eyes to blessings that worry often hides. You may not see the entire path ahead, but you do not need to. I only ask you to take the next faithful step. I will provide wisdom when you need wisdom. I will provide courage when you need courage. I will provide strength when your own strength fails. My grace has never been limited by your weakness. Do not compare your journey with anyone else's. Every life unfolds according to the purpose I have designed. While others seem to move ahead quickly, remember that I am building something unique within you. The strongest foundations are often laid slowly. What I establish with patience will endure through every storm. Receive this truth deep within your heart today. You are not forgotten, you are not abandoned, and you are not fighting alone. I am walking beside you through every valley, and I will also stand with you on every mountaintop. Hold on to hope, because hope anchored in me will never disappoint you. If these words have strengthened your heart, declare your faith by commenting, "I trust your timing." Let that declaration remind you that your future is secure in my hands. Stay with me, because what I am about to reveal next will help you understand why your greatest breakthrough often begins in the seasons that seem the most difficult. You are still here because I have sustained you through every trial that tried to break your spirit. Think about the moments when you believed you could not take another step, yet somehow you found the strength to rise again. That strength did not come from chance. It came from my hand resting upon your life. I have been carrying you even when you believed you were walking alone. There were battles you never knew existed because I stood between you and the dangers that sought to reach you. There were opportunities that disappeared, and you called them disappointments, but I called them protection. There were relationships that ended, and your heart grieved deeply, yet I was removing those who could not walk with you into the future I have prepared. Do not hold on to what I have already asked you to release. When your hands remain full of yesterday's pain, they cannot receive tomorrow's blessings. Let go of the memories that continue to steal your peace. I know they hurt. I know the words spoken against you left wounds that no one else could see. I know betrayal made you question whether you could trust again. But I am healing places within your heart that even you have forgotten. Every day you choose forgiveness, you take another step toward the freedom I desire for you. You often ask me for signs while overlooking the miracles unfolding around you. Every sunrise is a reminder of my faithfulness. Every breath you take is evidence of my mercy. Every time hope rises within you after disappointment, my spirit is gently strengthening your soul. Do not wait only for extraordinary moments before acknowledging my presence. Learn to recognize me in the quiet moments, because I often whisper before I move in powerful ways. The future does not belong to fear. It belongs to those who continue trusting me even when they cannot see the entire path. Faith is not pretending that problems do not exist. Faith is choosing to believe that I remain greater than every problem you will ever face. Keep your eyes upon me instead of constantly measuring the size of your obstacles. Mountains may appear impossible to climb, but I know every path that leads safely across them. Many people have spoken words over your life that were never spoken by me. They called you weak. They called you incapable. They predicted your failure. They doubted your dreams and questioned your purpose. Do not allow their opinions to become your identity. I formed you with intention. I placed gifts within you before you entered this world. Nothing another person says can cancel the purpose I have written over your life, unless you choose to believe their voice instead of mine. My child, stop condemning yourself for mistakes I have already forgiven. When you truly repent and turn toward me, I do not continue reminding you of your failures. I lead you toward restoration. Learn from your past, but do not build your future upon guilt. Shame weakens your confidence, but my grace gives you courage to begin again. Every new morning is another invitation to walk forward with hope. Spend less time worrying about what others are doing and more time developing the gifts I have entrusted to you. Comparison steals joy and distracts you from your assignment. I have not asked you to become someone else. I have called you to become the person I created you to be. When you faithfully use what I have placed in your hands, you will discover doors opening that no amount of striving could have unlocked. There will be moments when waiting feels uncomfortable. Your heart will want immediate answers, immediate breakthroughs, immediate change. But patience is not wasted time. While you wait, I strengthen your character. I deepen your wisdom. I prepare you to steward the blessings that are coming. A blessing received before its proper season often becomes difficult to sustain. Trust that my timing is wiser than your own. Guard your thoughts carefully. The battle within your mind influences the direction of your life. Refuse to entertain thoughts that constantly predict defeat. Replace them with the truth that I am with you. When anxious thoughts arise, speak my promises aloud. When discouragement knocks at your heart, answer it with gratitude. Gratitude changes your perspective and reminds you that my goodness has never left you. Remember to care for those around you. Encourage the weary. Forgive quickly. Offer kindness without expecting recognition. Be generous with compassion. When you become a source of hope for others, your own heart grows stronger as well. The love you give in my name never returns empty. I see every unseen act of faithfulness, every quiet prayer, every helping hand extended without applause. Soon you will look back and realize that what once seemed like the darkest season became the foundation for your greatest testimony. The tears you cried were not wasted. The prayers you repeated were not ignored. The waiting was not meaningless. I have been weaving every experience together into something beautiful, and in the days ahead, you will begin to understand what you cannot fully see today. If you choose to keep believing my promises, write, "I walk by faith" in the comments as your declaration today. Let those words remind your heart that your journey is directed by my wisdom, not by fear. Continue listening, because what I will reveal next will help you recognize the doors I am preparing to open before you. Do not allow your heart to become discouraged because the answer has not arrived as quickly as you expected. I do not measure time the way you do. I see the beginning and the end at the same moment, and because I see what you cannot, I know exactly when every blessing should enter your life. If I seem to be asking you to wait, it is not because I have forgotten you. It is because I am arranging details that will bring greater peace, greater protection, and greater joy than you can imagine. Trust that every delay under my care has a purpose that will one day become clear. Many times you have prayed for open doors while I was first strengthening the person who would walk through those doors. I care not only about giving you blessings, but also about preparing your heart to carry them with wisdom. Success without humility becomes a burden. Prosperity without gratitude becomes emptiness. Influence without love becomes pride. That is why I continue shaping your character day by day. The work I am doing within you is just as important as the miracles I am preparing around you. There are moments when loneliness has whispered to you that no one truly understands your struggles. Yet I have been closer than your own breath. I have listened to every unspoken thought, every silent cry, and every burden you carried without telling another soul. Nothing about your life has escaped my attention. Even when you smiled before others while hiding pain inside, I knew exactly what your heart was carrying. I never turned away from you. I remained beside you, patiently waiting for you to rest your worries in my hands instead of trying to carry them alone. Do not become weary from doing what is right simply because others fail to appreciate your efforts. I see every sacrifice that no one applauds. I notice every act of kindness performed in secret. I know the moments when you chose honesty, even though dishonesty appeared easier. I remember every prayer you prayed for someone who never thanked you. Nothing done with love is ever wasted in my kingdom. What others overlook, I honor. What others forget, I remember. Continue living with integrity because your reward is not determined by human recognition, but by my faithfulness. My child, stop believing that one failure defines your future. One mistake cannot erase the purpose I have written over your life. Do not allow regret to keep you imprisoned in yesterday. Learn from every experience, but refuse to live beneath the weight of condemnation. I am a God of restoration. I specialize in rebuilding broken places, renewing weary hearts, and creating hope where people expected defeat. What you surrender to me is no longer meant to control you. Walk forward with confidence, knowing that my mercy is new every morning. Be careful whose voices you allow to shape your thinking. The world will constantly tell you to chase success at any cost, compare yourself with others, and measure your worth by possessions or popularity. But I have called you to live differently. Your identity is not found in achievements or opinions. Your identity is found in my love. When you understand that truth, fear loses its power, comparison fades away, and peace begins to guard your heart. I want you to build daily habits that strengthen your spirit. Begin each morning by thanking me before your worries begin speaking. Read my word with an open heart instead of treating it as a routine. Speak words of life over your family instead of expecting the worst. Pray even when you do not feel emotional, because faith is not built upon feelings alone. The more consistently you seek me, the more clearly you will recognize my direction when important decisions arise. There will be opportunities placed before you that seem too great for your abilities. Do not shrink back because of insecurity. If I open a door, I will also provide the strength needed to walk through it. Stop saying, I cannot. Begin saying, with God, I will obey. Obedience opens doors that fear could never unlock. Courage is not the absence of uncertainty. Courage is choosing to trust me while uncertainty still exists. Some people who walked away from your life were never assigned to remain in your future. Do not spend your strength chasing those who continually choose distance. Pray for them, forgive them, and release them into my hands. I know who belongs in the next chapter of your journey. At the right moment, I will surround you with people who encourage your faith, strengthen your purpose, and celebrate the work I am doing within you instead of resisting it. Do not ignore the small beginnings I place before you. Great testimonies often begin with simple acts of obedience. A quiet prayer, a kind word, a faithful decision, a step taken despite fear. These moments may seem insignificant, yet they become the building blocks of extraordinary miracles. Continue saying yes to the assignments I place before you, even when they appear small. Faithfulness in little things prepares you for greater responsibilities. The peace I offer is not dependent upon perfect circumstances. It remains steady even while storms continue around you. That peace comes from knowing I am in control when life feels uncertain. Hold firmly to that peace. Protect it from unnecessary worry, endless comparison, and voices that feed fear instead of faith. When you keep your eyes upon me, your heart will remain anchored regardless of what changes around you. I want your home to become a place where hope lives. Speak encouragement over your family. Choose forgiveness before anger gains control. Pray together whenever possible. Fill your conversations with gratitude more often than complaints. My presence is welcomed where hearts remain humble, thankful, and united in love. As you honor me within your home, I will strengthen relationships, restore broken places, and pour out blessings in ways you did not expect. You are closer to breakthrough than you realize. Do not stop now. Continue trusting, continue praying, continue believing. Every faithful step you take is bringing you nearer to the season I have prepared. You may not see every answer today, but you can rest confidently knowing that I am already working ahead of you, making crooked paths straight and preparing opportunities that no person can take away. If these words have renewed your hope today, declare, God is leading my steps in the comments. Let your declaration become a reminder that you are not walking toward an uncertain future, but toward the future I have lovingly prepared for you. Stay with me until the end, because the next message will reveal how to recognize the blessings that are already beginning to unfold in your life. Lift your eyes above the circumstances that have tried to hold your attention for far too long. You have spent enough time measuring your future by what you can see, but I am calling you to look beyond the limits of your own understanding. I am the God who creates pathways where none appear to exist. I am the one who brings light into darkness, hope into despair, and peace into troubled hearts. Nothing that concerns you is hidden from me. Every detail of your life rests safely within my hands, and every promise I have spoken over you remains alive. Do not think that the season you are living in will last forever. Seasons change because I have designed life to move forward. Winter gives way to spring, the night gives way to morning, and sorrow gives way to joy for those who continue to trust in me. You may feel surrounded by uncertainty today, but uncertainty is not the final chapter of your story. I have already prepared a future filled with purpose, and every step you take in faith is bringing you closer to it. Many times you have wondered why your prayers seem to take longer than expected. I want you to understand that I never ignore a sincere heart. While you are praying, I am working. While you are waiting, I am arranging circumstances that only my wisdom can accomplish. I am placing the right people in the right places. I am removing obstacles you cannot yet recognize. I am protecting you from decisions that would have brought unnecessary pain. One day, you will look back and thank me for every answer that arrived later than you expected, because you will finally understand why the timing mattered. The enemy would like nothing more than for you to become tired, discouraged, and ready to quit. He whispers that your efforts are meaningless and that your prayers have accomplished nothing. Do not listen to those lies. Every prayer spoken in faith rises before me. Every act of obedience matters. Every moment you choose forgiveness over bitterness, peace over anxiety, and faith over fear weakens the grip that darkness wants to have over your life. Continue standing firmly because victory belongs to those who refuse to surrender their confidence in me. My child, I want you to remember that your greatest strength is not found in your own ability. It is found in your willingness to depend upon me. The world tells you to rely only on yourself, but I invite you to rely on my wisdom, my power, and my unfailing love. When your own strength reaches its limit, mine never does. When your understanding ends, my perfect knowledge continues. That is why you never have to face tomorrow alone. Do not let disappointment harden your heart. Keep your heart soft enough to believe again, to hope again, and to dream again. The pain of yesterday should never steal the possibilities of tomorrow. I know that trusting again may seem difficult after you have been hurt, but I am teaching you to place your confidence in me before you place it in people. Human beings may fail, but I remain faithful forever. Speak life over your future. Refuse to repeat words that declare defeat. Instead of saying that nothing will ever change, begin thanking me for the transformation that is already taking place. Instead of expecting failure, prepare your heart for my goodness. Gratitude is one of the greatest expressions of faith because it thanks me before the answer becomes visible. Learn to celebrate my promises while you are still walking toward them. Look carefully at the people I have placed around you. Encourage those who are weary. Pray for those who have lost hope. Offer kindness where anger has become common. The light I have placed within you is not meant to remain hidden. It is meant to shine into the lives of others. Sometimes the miracle someone else has been praying for begins with your willingness to show compassion. Never underestimate the impact of a gentle word, a patient heart, or a generous spirit. Protect your peace every day. Not every argument deserves your attention. Not every criticism deserves your response. There are battles that belong to me alone. Learn the difference between what requires your action and what requires your trust. The more you walk with me, the more wisdom I will give you to recognize that difference. Peace is not weakness. Peace is confidence that I remain in control. Remember that your family is precious to me. Pray over your home. Speak blessings instead of curses. Replace fear with faith. Let forgiveness become stronger than pride. Let love become louder than anger. As you invite me into your daily life, I will strengthen relationships, restore broken trust, and guide each member of your household with my mercy. Continue believing even if you do not yet see every change. I am working in hearts that you cannot fully understand. There are dreams I placed inside you that you almost abandoned because of discouragement. I am asking you to pick them up again. Do not allow temporary setbacks to convince you that your purpose has disappeared. If I planted that dream according to my will, I will also provide what is needed to accomplish it. Continue preparing with diligence. Continue learning. Continue praying. Continue moving forward one faithful step at a time. I bless obedience far more than impatience. As you move into the coming days, choose to begin each morning by placing your confidence in me before placing your confidence in your own plans. Invite me into every decision. Ask for wisdom before acting. Listen before speaking. Love before judging. Forgive before resentment grows. When you build your days upon these foundations, your life will reflect the peace that only I can give. You are not approaching defeat. You are approaching fulfillment. The prayers you have whispered in faith, the tears you have cried in secret, and the hope you have refused to surrender have all been seen by me. Continue walking forward with courage because I am already waiting in the future I have prepared for you. If you choose today to place every concern into my hands, write, "My hope is in God," in the comments. Let those words become your declaration of faith. Stay until the very end, because my final message will remind you that the greatest blessings often arrive when you decide never to give up on the promises I have spoken over your life. Now listen with a heart that is ready to receive, because I am bringing this message to its completion with the same love that has carried you from the beginning. Do not allow this moment to pass without embracing the truth I have placed before you. I have spoken to your heart because I desire transformation, not merely inspiration. I do not want these words to become another message you hear and then forget. I want them to become the foundation upon which you build your life from this day forward. Many people search for peace in places that can never satisfy the longing within their souls. They chase success, possessions, approval, and temporary pleasures, believing these things will fill the emptiness they feel. Yet only my presence can bring the lasting peace your heart desires. Everything else fades with time, but my love remains constant through every season. When you choose to place me first, you discover a joy that circumstances cannot steal and a confidence that difficulties cannot destroy. There will still be days when challenges arise. Life on this earth will not always be free from storms. But you no longer need to fear those storms because you know who walks beside you. I have never promised that you would never face difficulties. I have promised that you would never face them alone. Every battle that comes against you must first pass through my hands. Nothing enters your life without my knowledge, and nothing has greater power than my purpose for you. Whenever anxiety tries to return, remember what I have spoken to you today. Replace fear with prayer. Replace worry with thanksgiving. Replace doubt with my promises. Train your heart to return to my presence before it returns to panic. The more you practice trusting me, the stronger your faith will become. Faith grows through daily surrender, daily obedience, and daily fellowship with me. My child, I want you to become a light wherever you go. Let people see my love through your patience, your kindness, your humility, and your forgiveness. Speak words that heal instead of words that wound. Encourage those who feel forgotten. Lift up those who have fallen. Pray for those who have hurt you. Love even when it is difficult, because love reflects my heart more than anger ever could. The world is filled with people who desperately need hope, and I have placed my light within you so they may see that hope through your life. Do not underestimate the influence of your daily choices. A few moments spent with me each morning can change the direction of your entire day. A grateful heart can silence countless complaints. A forgiving spirit can restore relationships that once seemed impossible to heal. A single act of obedience can open doors that years of striving could never unlock. Continue choosing faith one day at a time, and you will discover that extraordinary lives are built through ordinary acts of faithfulness. I also want you to remember that blessings are not given simply for your comfort. They are entrusted to you so you may become a blessing to others. When I increase your resources, let generosity increase as well. When I strengthen you, strengthen someone else. When I comfort you, comfort those who are hurting. The more freely you share what I have given you, the more your heart reflects my character. My kingdom grows to willing hearts that choose compassion over selfishness and service over pride. Never believe that your prayers are too small for me. Speak to me about everything. Bring me your dreams, your disappointments, your family, your work, your health, your finances, and your future. I delight in hearing your voice. I am not a distant God who ignores sincere hearts. I am your loving Father who listens carefully, guides faithfully, and remains near even when you cannot feel my presence. Continue seeking me, and you will find wisdom for every season and strength for every challenge. As you leave this message today, do not return to living as though you are alone. Walk with confidence because I walk with you. Wake each morning expecting my mercy. Face each challenge expecting my wisdom. End each evening with gratitude for my faithfulness. Make this a daily way of life, not a temporary emotional response. The habits you build today will shape the testimony you share tomorrow. Soon you will notice changes that begin quietly. Peace will replace confusion. Courage will replace fear. Hope will replace discouragement. Opportunities will appear where obstacles once stood. Relationships will begin to heal. New strength will rise within you. Some answers will come quickly, while others will unfold gradually. But in every season, remember that I remain faithful. Do not stop believing simply because you cannot yet see the entire picture. I am still writing your story, and my ending is greater than anything you could imagine. Whenever you feel weak, return to my presence. Whenever you feel confused, seek my wisdom before making decisions. Whenever success comes, remain humble and remember that every good gift comes from me. Stay close to me in both abundance and difficulty. Do not seek me only during emergencies. Build a relationship with me that grows stronger every day, because that relationship will become the greatest treasure of your life. One day, you will look back on this season and realize that what seemed like waiting was actually preparation. What felt like silence was my careful work behind the scenes. What appeared to be closed doors were acts of protection. You will understand that my plans were always motivated by love, and you will rejoice because I never stopped working for your good. If these words have brought peace to your heart today, type, Amen. I receive this message. Let your declaration be an act of faith as you choose to trust me completely. And if you feel happy with my words and believe they have encouraged your heart, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share this message with someone who needs hope today. You never know whose life may be changed because you chose to pass along my encouragement. Continue walking with this channel as more messages rooted in faith and hope are shared, and allow these moments to strengthen your relationship with me day by day. Now go forward with confidence. Walk in peace. Live with courage. Love without fear. Forgive freely. Pray faithfully. Trust completely. I am with you in every valley, beside you on every mountain, before you in every decision, and behind you in every victory. My love will never leave you. My promises will never fail you, and my grace will always be enough. Receive my peace today. Carry it into your life, and remember always that I am faithful yesterday, today, and forever. Amen.